Hello, welcome to Morris Money, where we give you stock tips in under 5 minutes. I'm your host, Morris Willie. Today, we're talking about Campbell Soup's earnings and why I decided to sell the stock. Campbell Soup reported a first quarter fiscal year 2022 sales decline of 4% year-on-year to $2.24 billion, missing the analyst consensus of $2.28 billion. Net sales from the meals and beverage segment declined 7% and the sales segment fell 1%. The gross margin contracted 240 basis points year-over-year to 32.3%. Adjusted EBITDA of $389 million decreased 15% year-over-year. Adjusted EPS of 89% beat the analyst consensus of 81 cents. The company held $69 million in cash and equivalents as of October 31st, 2021. Cash provided by operating activities totaled $288 million. Taking a look at the outlook, Campbell's reaffirmed full-year guidance. It sees fiscal year 2022 adjusted EPS of $2.75 to $2.85 versus the consensus of $2.76. The company expects fiscal year 2022 sales growth of between 2% and 0%. Now, let's talk about why I decided to sell the stock. Now, what we have to look at real quick is the EPS estimates and actual EPS over the past 4 quarters. Starting off with Q1 of 2021, the EPS estimate was 91 cents with an actual EPS of $1.02. Now, let's take a look at the past 4 quarters. For Q2 of 2022, Campbell's posted an 84 cent EPS. For Q3, they posted a 57 cent EPS. And this current quarter, they posted a 55 cent earnings per share. Likewise, with revenue, they estimated in Q1 $2.32 billion, and they generated $2.34 billion. In the second quarter, they generated $2.28 billion. The third quarter, $1.98 billion. And this current quarter, $1.87 billion. Now, that's a lot of numbers, but what does this mean? These numbers show that Campbell's has had declining earnings per share and declining revenue over the past 4 quarters, and they only see between 2% and 0% sales growth over the next year. Now, why did I decide to sell? Well, because of what I just mentioned. The company sees little to no sales growth over the next year, and they have declining earnings per share and declining revenue over the past 4 quarters, which signals to me that the company isn't growing but is declining, which signals to me that it's time to sell. I sold at $42, giving me a loss on the position, but I'm not too worried. As I said in past videos, I saw myself selling Campbell's coming into 2022, so the price increase off of earnings helped me exit the position. Let me know what you think below. I want to make this video, 1, to touch on Campbell's earnings, but 2, to give you my insight on why I decided to sell. Please don't take this video as financial advice, and thank you for watching Morris Money.